Hello and welcome to yet another one of our discussions on the right versus right decision-making dilemma. I am your host, Kemin Sunyani, and today we're going to explore one of the options managers have in choosing a decision in a right versus right decision-making scenario. Before we jump into this option, let me first of all take you through this scenario. A few months ago, a friend of mine presented this dilemma to me. This gentleman is a chairperson of an accounting department at one of the universities in Gaborone. He had made a commitment to attend dinner representing his university, and he was going to receive an appreciation on behalf of the university chancellor presented by the president of the country. On the afternoon before the dinner, the young man learned that his sons, the twin sons, were having a very important ceremony at school. The program had long been drafted, and the secretary of the organizing committee forgot to send the program to the parents. The young man wanted to attend the ceremony to celebrate the achievement of his sons, more so that they were going to receive some awards which represented the culmination of many hours of hard work. But the young man had already committed to attend dinner and receive an award on behalf of the university, and it was already too late to arrange for another faculty member to attend the dinner on his behalf. As you can see, this young man has conflicting responsibilities, either to fulfill his professional promise as an executive officer in the organization, or fulfill his responsibility as a father and support his sons on such an important occasion of their lives. What has got this young man to do? There is one thing that I want you to note here. No matter what this young man will do, he will not avoid disappointing someone. In meeting one responsibility, he will fail to meet the other. How then do we get to choose one solution over the other in these kind of moral dilemmas? One friend of mine said to me, when you are facing moral dilemmas like these, rely on your insights, your feelings, your instincts to resolve the situation. He said, make a choice that will make you feel well at night and sleep very well. Do not make a choice that will make you to wake up in the middle of the night engulfed by senses of guilt. And I have come to learn that this is what is called the sleep test, and it applies the ethics of intuition. It advises us to follow our hearts, particularly where our minds are confused. Ladies might understand this a little bit better. I have seen, times where ladies are a little bit confused. They don't know whether to get into a relationship or to wait a little bit longer. And they would normally ask their friends, and they would be saying, isn't it too soon to engage in another relationship given where I'm coming from? And the advice that they always get is follow your heart. This says that when you are faced with a moral dilemma, trust yourself, trust your instincts, and follow your heart. When you've got two decisions and both of them seem to be right, trust your heart, trust yourself, trust your instincts, and follow them. But how can I know that what I feel is the right thing to do? One very wise man said to me that it is okay to follow our instincts because they have been nurtured and shaped by our families, our religious beliefs, our experiences and relationships and commitments that are vital parts of our lives. But let us look at this scenario. There were these two teachers, a male and a female, and they were sharing a house at a certain school. Then in one vacation, a female student went to spend the whole vacation with this male teacher. and they did not conceal the fact that they were in a relationship. Of course, the female teacher reported the case to the school managers, and the school managers, of course, called the gentleman to hear his side of the story. And this is what the school managers learned: that yes, the girl is a student at the same school where this male teacher is working at. They also learned that this gentleman met the girl a few years back after she had failed her junior certificate examinations, and that immediately afterwards the couple had a child. After delivery, the gentleman explained that he decided to take the girl to a private school to retake her JC examinations, which she did, which she passed and got admitted to continue with her BGCSE at the school where the gentleman was working at. The gentleman further explained to the school authorities that he stays with the child because the girl is orphaned and hence there isn't anybody to look after their child. And that during the vacation, the girl had actually gone to spend time with the child. What a situation. If you were this manager, what would you do? Would you go with the law that says teachers should not get involved in love affairs with students? Or would you look at this situation because it looks so peculiar and say, I understand it? I want us to look at it from this angle. What if this manager of this school has had problems with this teacher before, and she had been looking for an opening to deal with him? Wouldn't she be happy to pin this gentleman as being involved in a love affair with a student? After all, the law forbids it. What if this manager grew up as an orphan and had a difficult childhood? Isn't there a chance that she would not see any reason to pursue this case, understand this situation, the situation of the child, the situation of the girl, and therefore just drop the case, maybe just give the gentleman one or two words of advice? But my question here is, if our instincts can be influenced this way, how then can we get to trust them? How then can we get to trust them? I am therefore compelled to say that, if we have people like Hitler, who could sleep so well at night, despite the decisions that they have made, and we have people like Mother Teresa, who could sometimes sleep so badly, despite the good decisions that they have made, then I place very little faith on the sleep test. Why do I place very little faith on the sleep test? One of the reasons why managers find themselves in ethical dilemmas is because their instincts are already telling them that either decision is right. Your instincts tell you that it is too early to get into a relationship, but part of your instinct is telling you that this is the right guy, to date. You are already torn between your instincts. So how then are you going to trust them if they are already pulling you in this direction and that direction? Is it possible that regardless of how the manager's intuition may give a strong and clear indication that this is the right thing to do, that even then it can be distorted by an individual's needs and wants, by the surrounding culture, and by the pressures and demands of the organization? Think back about the options that school had. What if the school had decided to pin the teacher because they had past problems. Isn't her intuition being corrupted? How then do we get to say this is the right decision? Let us suppose that one day your manager came to you and said, after making a very important decision, then he comes to you and say, this is my decision. My heart tells me that it is the right thing to do, and I know I can live with it. Would you jump and say, yes, that's my role model right there? I mean, managers are accountable for explaining their decisions and for describing why their responsibilities have led them in a particular direction. And if managers expect their followers to respect and follow them, they must be convincing and compelling. I personally would not believe a manager that says, yes, that's my decision. Yes, my heart told me to do it. Yes, my feelings said that was the right thing to do and I can live with it. I would probably say, but I don't feel the same way. What then is the hope of managers in solving these moral dilemmas? The sleep test looks so good, but it also looks like it cannot be the only answer. Follow our discussions as we discuss more possibilities that we can choose from in order to choose the right decision in a right versus right decision-making dilemma. Subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any of our discussions. Thank you.